Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trade Confident. Well, Bitcoin is starting to head back up here. We were looking at this yesterday and we ended up getting divergent. So I will be talking about that today. You know, how high are we going to go? What's standing in our way from getting back to $50,000? I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. We'll go a little bit deeper in today's video. All right, guys, we finally did another win over here. I know it's been a while, but we did 102 for 102 now. We took a win on Matic yesterday. We had very high readings on both the well money flow as well as the trend exhaustion. I'll show this to you guys right here on Matic. And so what we end up doing, we end up taking profits and we've restructured our entries so we can basically get back in, take advantage of compound interest. We hit more than, first, the second buy limit. So everybody who exited yesterday was able to take some profit as well as restructure their risk management to give them a healthier trade to get into. So congratulations, guys. I was in that trade myself, made, I think I made on that trade like $60 or something like that. It wasn't like a ton, but hey, like what's $50, $60 for you guys if you wake up in the day and you create it and you had to work maybe, literally I worked probably a total of 5 minutes for that $50, $60 that I made on Matic. It's pretty simple. So I'll show you guys in the second half of the video how to trade with us. It is so much fun, but I want to get into Bitcoin and I'll show you guys that in the second half. So stick around for that. Let's get into Bitcoin. All right, I'm just going to go succinct today. We're going to get straight into this, and we're going to dive in fast. 4 buy limits. We had our first buy limit hit, our second buy limit, and we have 2 other buy limits hit, the third buy limit and the fourth one, okay? So here's what I want to show you guys. Let's start with this. The trend dashboard. This is telling me that a lot of retail traders are looking at these indicators, RSI, stochastic, MACD, and they are very bullish this morning. We have not yet made it above the 100 and 200 moving average. So this overall, looking at a wider perspective, okay, are we out of the bigger downward trend? And we're not. This is the line that I'm really looking at, and this is also going to be correlated closely to the 100 and 200 moving average. This line right here, which is called a descending resistance, is the one we really need to watch, all right? And we're going to talk about that today. So overall, retail traders are getting bullish, and this is nice. Now, were we able to predict this? If you guys watched the last Bitcoin video or the Ethereum, what I mentioned to you guys is most likely this is going to be a bear trap to the downside, and that's what we ended up getting. Well, how was I able to call that, and what are you guys able to do to predict these moves in the future? Okay, here's what I was looking at. What we ended up seeing, let me get this chart a little bit bigger here so we can see this. Go like this, and then let's open it like that so we can see this. Okay. What we ended up seeing on the chart was a low and another lower low in price action. You guys hear me say this all the time. When price action is going down and you look straight down, you have well money flow getting a low and a higher low. So we actually see the well money flow moving up here. And then you look down from here and you actually see that we have a low and a higher low as well on the trend exhaustion. Even we can pull this point as well here. This is showing us that we're not due for a move down, but this is showing us what's called a leading sign or a leading indicator of where the market is due for a move next. This is why a lot of people have these indicators and they're able to predict the market moves back up. Guys, when the price structure continues down with a low and a lower low, and you have money flowing into the market, you cannot have the price continue to go down. It just does not work. This is what we call, it's literally, the technical term is what's called a bear trap. It traps people to the downside, and then money starts flowing back into the market. People see this, and this is how Wells institutions trade, because they wait for retail traders to freak out because they think it's going to dip. They buy this, and then they shoot the price back up. I mean, this has been actually a pretty nice move in the market. So let's take a look at this real quick. I'm going to get a price range out. From the bottom here, we're up about, I would say about 10%. We're up about 10.72%. So that is how and what I was using to look to see this move back up, and we ended up getting that. That's with the price for small money flow and trend exhaustion. Now, what I want you guys to be watching very carefully here is a solid move up into the top red section. We have not gotten that for a while here. The last time we ended up getting this was over here, and the well money flow is high, and that's where we ended up getting a very nice drop back down. That's what I'm watching for next. The well money flow has plenty of room to move up here. So this is arguably a good sign to say we have a lot more space for Bitcoin to keep moving up. Now, when this does move up here, I really want you guys to be watching for another move back down, okay? A low, a high, and a higher low formation to be formed. Something just like this, okay? And then possibly move back up. But At this level up here, you want to watch that. So make sure you guys are setting up the alert for the trend exhaustion. Let me show you how to do this very quickly so you guys can get in here and watch this. Because if you guys are in trades and you think everything's just going to pump really fast here, watch for this move when it gets up there. Because if you guys are in trades, you might want to take some profit. So come over to the alert section, click the plus, and then come over here to the right and come over here to Bitcoin USD. And I want you guys to click trend exhaustion. And I want you to look for watch for drop. Once per bar, and then you guys can come over here, do BTC, watch for drop. I've been using this a lot. You guys, I'll show you some other alerts I have, but create this, keep it open-ended if you want. If you guys have a Pro or Pro Plus membership on TradingView, you guys can, keep it open-ended forever. I think you need a premium, but guys, if you have a free membership, you guys can simply just watch this. You do not need the indicators alerts to watch this. It's a 4-hour candle. You have plenty of time. I'm just showing you guys for those of you who want to set this up. Click create here, and that will then give you guys an alert when the trend exhaustion actually gets into the top section up here so you can watch for a move back down. Okay, you guys ready to go a little bit deeper in this video? This is going to get better. Okay, let's come over here, click the plus sign, and go to BTC.D. We're going to look at the dominance. We're going to open that dominance chart because there's something happening I want to show you guys. This may not be heading up as fast as you think. So we'll compare this to some things. USDC.D. We're going to do USDC.D. Okay, open this. We're going to drag this down. All right. What in the world are we looking at right here? We are basically looking at the crypto dominance of Bitcoin. Here's what's happening. Overall, in the entire market, you take all the altcoins, is money flowing into Bitcoin, which is the orange line, or is money flowing out? Is money flowing into stable coins, which I'm using to represent as USDC, or is it moving out? All right. Money moving out of the market for USDC is a bullish sign because people are taking their money out of most likely staking or in their wallets to be held safe in stable coins, and they're transitioning over to the exchanges where they usually end up buying or they end up selling. In this case, this is usually to buy because we see people taking money out of stable coins in order to go to the exchange in the purpose of buying. In this case, that's usually what we're looking at. So I do think this decrease in stable coins has led to more money being infused into the market. That makes sense, right? But however, this is interesting that the actual dominance of Bitcoin is heading down while the price structure is actually heading up. So two things I can conclude from this that we want to be watching here. This either tells me that this is a bull fake out and people are not convinced that Bitcoin's going to keep going up and they're looking for the move back down, or this means that people are taking money out of USDC and stablecoins and they're putting their money into other altcoins because they're going to make more. All right, now let me prove this point even further. This is a good video to watch, guys. What happened to the price structure with Bitcoin from a low to a high here? We went up about 10%. Okay, now follow something like ADA, which ADA is obviously an altcoin, and this thing is doing amazing right now. You take the low from ADA, you were looking at almost double. Literally, people are making double the amount of money on the move of ADA because we're up almost 20% compared to 10% on Bitcoin. And this could get extremely bullish. I've been telling you guys this, and we're holding our position. So what could be happening here is people are moving their money out of Bitcoin and maybe even Ethereum and putting them into altcoins because they are so low. That is where people, and where I personally suggest you guys should be looking right now, is in the altcoins because these are probably going to pump faster. Look at this down here. Mana up 5%. AVAX, we're about to win that trade. Be 103 for 103. Guys, if you are not in our membership and we're going to start winning trades here. I hope you guys are set up and you're good to go. 7%, 6% when Bitcoin's at 2.5. That's why I believe money is heading out of Bitcoin right now, and it's actually funneling into the altcoins. All right, watch this closely. Make sure you guys are getting these indicators. I'll show you in the second half of the video how we are upping the price of the price for swell money flow, which is what we use to call this jump in here. So make sure you guys are getting that set up. All right, I want to go over the metrics now for Bitcoin. Okay. This is going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Emotional index. We are still sitting in this fearful section down here where I do think we are going to probably be bouncing, a decent amount here. This is the area. I'm going to get in here in a second and show you guys where I think we're going to head back down here because you want to watch that very carefully. But overall in the emotional index, we're looking very fearful. This is due for a move back up. Just look at the top, look at the bottom, and look where we're currently at. This thing is due for a move back up. Moving down, long versus short trades. Long trades are actually moving up just a little bit on the blockchain here, and short trades are moving out a tad bit here. This is a bullish sign to show us that short trades are getting out of the way, and alternatively here, we're seeing long trades increase a little bit, which is why I think we're getting the pump here. Now, what do you watch for? Watching this metric over here of short trades increasing when the price goes up shows us that there's pressure on the extended price of a price movement up and is putting pressure on that price from going any further when short trades increase because more people are betting on the short down. Now you can get what's called a short squeeze, where people go short. Like for example, let me get down here in a second. I'll show this to you. Short squeeze is basically where we get to a very nice resistance, people short, and then the price just blasts through that resistance, and then it gets extremely bullish in Bitcoin. I'm going to show you that scenario here. Long for short trade risk. What we're looking at here is we are looking at more favor on the side of long trades than short. So long trades are definitely where you guys want to be. I'll show you how to set up our trades here in a second. Well, in institutional smart money. Okay, what we saw here was the highest metric value here for long trades that came out here for Wells and institutions happened at this area down here, and then we started seeing this move back up. You guys are going to see the move back up today. This has been the time to buy. It has not been the time to be selling this entire time. This has been time to buy. Now, I had this question come up yesterday with my team because they were working with some of you guys, and you're like, well, how is it possible that Wells institutions can buy and the market can keep going down? Well, here's the thing. There is a huge well out there that's not talked about a lot, which I talk about on this channel quite a bit. It's called the collective retail traders. So most retail traders are going to be trading with their emotions. So when the price is going down, they're going to get fearful and they're going to sell. But when the price goes up, most retail traders are getting in there FOMOing in because the price is going to be going up and they expect it to go to the moon. Okay, what can happen here is even though Wells institutions are buying and they're acquiring long trades here very heavily right here, and at the heaviest part, this is actually when we reverse. So the principle still held true. But what can happen is even though Wells are buying here, we can see that retail traders can still push it down because if you get the overall mass amount of retail traders, that is a ridiculous amount of money in the market, like trillions of dollars for retail traders, okay? So that's what can push it down. But overall, if you are looking at this, you can see markets move based off well institutional smart money, and that's how this drop was called over here and why we moved up. Now come down here, let's talk about the short squeeze and where we can find this. If this starts moving up here, I'm looking at this level around $45,000, okay? $45,000 puts us right around this level, right about here. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to this because something very important is going to happen. I think right around, I would say let's call it $46,000. If we push up here to 46, which can absolutely happen, and this is why you want to set up this alert up here so you can watch this, because when the trend exhaustion gets up here and the well money flow is up here, this is going to be usually a place where we're looking for a move back down, okay? We see this in the market when we got high on the trend exhaustion, the well money flow got high, we saw the drop back down. We've been able to call this previously when the trend exhaustion was high and well money flow was high. This is how we called the entire drop in crypto. Okay, we did it over here as well. When I can show you guys that later. But I want to focus here and stay on task here. This descending resistance line has to be broken in order for us to get very bullish. Here's why. Because it's two very important levels at 46,000. If you come over here and you look at the bottom where we have the bottom of the trend and we have the wick value low, this is this line right here, which is what's called an ascending resistance. And this is what's called a descending resistance. All right, this is putting an incredible pressure point on Bitcoin right at the level. Mark this down, guys, and watch this. $46,000. This is most likely a place where we're going to hit this. We are going to see a lot of short trades increase in the blockchain and looking for that move back down. However, if this comes to this point, short trades are entered into the market, you can get what's called a short squeeze, and it's going to squeeze all those short traders into possibly hitting their stop losses, and we could get extremely bullish if we break above 46,000 and we get into, honestly, this range here where we actually start, we need to put this line back on the chart here. We need to start looking at this again, where we start looking at more pattern. Let's go like this. This is probably a better trend line we can pull for ourselves. Look at this one right here. The majority of the lines have been hit. We're going to look at this point, and then these around here. This is where we could actually break up from here and start targeting moves back to all-time highs. But we have to break $46,000. So watch that very carefully when we get to this area. Most likely if you guys are in, if those of you guys who are in trades that you've taken recently and you guys are in the profit, I would look to be taking at minimum 50% around $46,000 when Bitcoin gets there, and then maybe 100%, and then just restructure your entries like we did for Matic and get back in, because 46,000 is either a place where we're going to break down very fast or we are going to explode because people are going to try to go short, the market's going to move up, and people who went short will try to cover their losses. Okay? All right, let's move down here. Dollar cost average entries. You guys are getting incredible entries here. If you guys have $10,000 in the market, put $1,000 in. You guys are riding this for 5, 10, 20 years. You guys decide. Okay. Exit points. This is coming out and showing us a great exit in the market here. Once we start moving back up, we will be watching for that red line for a move back down. Okay, we are almost in a death cross, which is on the daily time frame, the 50 moving average below the 200-day moving average. 50's in green here, the 200's in red. So when the red is present over the green, this is actually a death cross, and we are very close to this. So we are not out of the woods yet, guys. I don't want too many people getting too excited about this because we could still hit a death cross. We are very close to hitting this 46,000. We are at the top of the trend exhaustion. Well, money flow is getting high as well. This is where we still need to be watching for a possible drop back down. So I'm just giving you guys full transparency of numbers you can have and watch over here to see what's going to happen. 46,000. Watch the indicators over here, because watch this one more time. Let me show this to you, and I'll show you guys how to get into our next trades here in a second. Once the price moves up here, if this starts moving up and well money flow at all starts moving out of the market and trend exhaustion moves down, just like we saw over here, where we saw well money flow moving up, trend exhaustion moving up, and the price moving down, this is divergence, and this could be a precursor sign that we could crash again. That is what you guys need to be watching for with your indicators, because it's going to keep your motion stable. A lot of you guys, when we get here, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, are we going to break out? We're finally getting into a bull run. Watch the divergence for a possible move back down. That's what you need to watch, guys. Even over here, when we had a high and we had a higher high, it wasn't a lot, but we did see this move up. If you look straight down to see what happened with the well money flow, we came from higher points and we moved down here. This showed us that money flowed out of the market while the price started to move higher, and that's what created the drop. This is why you guys need to be watching this with this indicator. Okay, let me show you guys now how to get into our trades, because I do think AVAX is probably going to be our next winner, and we are going to start winning more trades here, especially if the bull market takes off, and you don't want to be missing these. All right, the pricing over here. You guys are going to be able to get into our membership. It's literally $49 a month. That is it. We are going to be upping this membership soon, so make sure you guys get in here, but we will grandfather everybody in at $49 a month. Okay, so sign up with this. This is going to give you access to all the metrics I just went over for Bitcoin, but all of them for the top 12 coins here that we're trading. Now, this is where you guys want to be hanging out, is right here on the live trades, and then on the indicator side, where I'll show you guys the sell we have going on indicators right now. Don't miss that, because prices are going up. Here's what I want you guys to do. Every single one of these 102 wins now have all been called out on this channel here. And I do think we're going to start getting into a little bit of a win streak here. If Bitcoin breaks $46,000 and we start moving up to structure high here, we're going to be winning 103, 104, 105. We're going to restructure our entries, 106, 107, 108. It's going to start taking off. Literally, this happened last time where we went on a crazy winning streak last time when we got down to these low prices here. And it was actually in this range right here where they freaked out, and then we made a ridiculous amount of trades. I think we made over literally 30 trades in a row that we won just within this move right here. How do you take advantage of that with good risk management? You guys are going to use this. Follow me here. Click into Bitcoin. Again, live trades. You guys choose whatever coin you want to trade. There's plenty here to choose from. Okay. Click into Bitcoin, and now I want you guys to follow this. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, all of our metrics will update. Okay. You guys are going to take, for example, $1,000 and simply split this $1,000 into 4 equal portions. Okay. $250 each. So $250 at this level, $250 here, $250, and $250. All right. Now, once all of your buy limits are set at the exact same time in your exchange, once your first buy limit is hit, set a sell limit up here at $51,995. Currently for Bitcoin, it's going to be wherever the green line is. That is a sell limit in case we shoot up overnight, kind of like we did today, but I'm talking about some really massive moves that can happen, and you guys aren't really, checking the charts. You're on vacation. Get something in the market so you can exit and basically take a jackpot win for yourself, okay? So here's what I want to show you guys down here as well. Once you guys set up that sell limit and you guys have your buy limit set up, watch me in the Telegram channel, because I am paying very close attention to all of the trades that we are in, and that's how I end up calling our 102nd for 102nd win yesterday on Matic. That is where you guys want to be in the Telegram channel. You're literally getting me like a coach for you guys when you join the Telegram channel. So sign up on Telegram on your phone or your computer first, okay? And then click this link over here, and that will give you guys access in the Telegram channel where I'm calling exits, and I'm showing you guys how we're doing this with the indicators. Now, the indicators, let me make this really clear. Trend exhaustion, you guys can see here, price versus well money flow. The indicators you want to get soon, because we are raising the prices of these. Now, I know it's hard to be like, why would I invest into something when the market's low and we're losing money in the accounts? Why would I buy something like this? Guys, this is the time to actually invest in education when you're down right now, to be able to understand how to get into these markets and properly risk manage so you don't lose any more. And then if we start seeing a bull run back up, which, guys, Bitcoin's going to move back up. There's no way Bitcoin's going back down to zero. This has already seen a great retracement here. When we start moving up, you're going to see our YouTube videos come out, and we're going to do 102, 103, 104, 105. It's going to happen. And if you want to be prepared for that and call those tops and drops, that's where the indicators come in. So let me just make this really simple. You guys want to get, at minimum, the price for swell money flow, the trend dashboard, and the trend exhaustion. These are the indicators you guys want in order to get over here and trade with me and follow me on the exit calls that I'm making in Telegram, okay? As well as coins that I'm not tracking, you guys can predict those drops based off these 3 indicators. They are very powerful. Now, these 3 are great, but you guys are going to be overpaying about 21% on all the individual indicators versus just getting the bundle pack. So with this bundle pack, you get 9 indicators total. So you get the 3 that you need, plus you get 6 more on top of these 3, giving you guys a total of 9. Now, full transparency, I've told you guys this before and it's in the description. We are upping the price of the price for swell money flow at the end of this month. So the cheapest price you will ever get this indicator, this one right here, the one that we're using to literally predict that move up and those past moves down with the divergence, that is what you guys want to be getting because this is going up at the end of this month. So there's about 2 weeks left. Call it, what do we look like, 18 days or something like that. Make sure you guys get this month. The best thing to do is get the bundle pack, because the month after that, we're going to be upping the trend dashboard and the trend exhaustion. Everything's going up in price because everything is undervalued. We know this. We're exploding over here. People are joining our membership every single day. They're like, all right, I want to finally trade with a team that is not looking at just for pump coins out there. We are getting into consistent trades and we are winning and we are actually saving our account from losing a lot. From yesterday, we're up about $3,000 from that dip and coming back into the profit here very soon. If Bitcoin can cross, do you remember the amount? $46,000. So watch the account even for us over here to blow up here if we can start seeing this bull run in Bitcoin. But you guys can be able to do that and predict it with the indicator. So make sure you guys get the bundle pack. That is the absolute best deal. You get the indicators for life. It is not a monthly subscription. You get them for life and you get the source code. So guys, get everything set up. Watch this level of 46,000 very closely and make sure you guys are also keeping an eye on the metrics over here for Bitcoin, especially the emotional index, looking at the long versus short trades. If short trades increase, that's going to show us a possible move back down. And keep an eye on the well and institutional smart money. If this comes up here and shoots up here very fast, this will most likely end up actually pumping the price up, or don't forget this, if this comes out and we see a metric bar to the downside at all, that is going to put pressure on the price movement up. If a metric bar comes down here, when we hit $46,000, you need to be watching for the drop. All right, and I'll keep you guys updated on this, and I'll keep you updated on the exits we're taking in the Telegram channel, so make sure you guys are getting into this. All right, set up the membership, guys, today. Get in here. Hold this. I promise I'll grandfather all of you guys in when we do end up upping prices. Get in over here, set this up. Set up the indicators, guys, with the bundle pack today. Make sure those are set up, and then get into the Telegram channel and start taking these trades over here where you're entering into the buy limits. That's what we're doing. We just re-entered into the new Matic trade because we ended up winning that. So I'm in this trade with you guys. So come straight down here today under Matic. Matic, where did you go, little guy? Matic, there we go. Everybody click right here. I am telling you guys, I have entered in with the 4 buy limits. I've entered in my cash. I have about $5,000. No, it's $1,500 at each buy limit. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5,500. No, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000. About 6,000 because there's 1,500 each buy limit. We use 4 buy limits. I have entered into this trade so you guys can all know right now today. So make sure you're entering that with me because that's what I'm going to be calling for most likely the next exit because Matic has just won. So that's the next trade we're taking. Set up those buy limits with me and then I'll show you guys how to exit with the indicators and make sure you guys are setting these up today. God bless you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Get the indicators before they go up as well as the membership before that goes up as well. And then let's head into 2022. You can start with a team. We really care about you guys and we can get you set up and let's start winning more trades. God bless you guys. Let's see what this market does. Watch $46,000. Let's see if we can pump up here and let's make some more money together. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.